Good morning, folks. 3 weeks to go. And maybe also you are about to leave soon. And maybe you think about recording videos while walking the Camino and upload them to YouTube. I hope you do, because I want to watch them. Now, in general, if it's for taking photos or recording videos, you don't need any camera at all. You already have one. Your smartphone. It's perfect. If you have a more or less up-to-date smartphone, decent picture quality, decent video quality, but you have to take into account some small but important things. First thing, if you record yourself with your smartphone and you want to watch yourself and check if you're in the shot, and you have to film with your selfie camera, with your front camera. It has a much lower resolution than the main camera on the back, and the video quality is much worse. Unless maybe you have a Samsung Z Flip, then you can also record with your back camera and check your shot on the small display. But I wouldn't buy a Samsung Z Flip just for recording videos. Makes no sense. So, if you want to record in a good quality, you have to use your main camera. But then you cannot see, you cannot check what you're filming. Think about it. Second thing, most important, is audio. Folks, why so few people think about the audio? I've seen so many videos, nice videos, with shitty audio. Now, the audio from masterless smartphones is quite nice. The problem is wind noise. And when I see a video like noise and the narrator is shouting and I can't understand a word, I get instant headache and I switch off the video. It's not fun to watch. You can better deal with lousy video quality than lousy audio quality. Audio is king. Now, how to prevent wind noise? Very easy. Buy yourself a small microphone like this. It's about 25 euros. Buy yourself a little wind muff for a lavalier mic. I think 3 pieces, 5 euros. And that's it. You're good to go. No wind noise. Perfect. Now some of you might say, it's another 30 euros I have to spend. I don't know if it's necessary. Yeah. But think about what happens when you come home and you find out you have hours of video that are pretty useless. 30 euros is nothing for an unreproducible moment. Now, if you watched my videos from my last Camino from Burgos to Santiago from last year, you know that last week I had to record on my smartphone because I lost my SD card reader. And for me, it was a pain in the butt. First of all, because I wasn't prepared for that. The first time that I haven't been prepared, I didn't have a selfie stick. And I didn't like the form factor of holding this huge brick in my hand. It was very uncomfortable. And whenever you wanted to press record or had to gravel on the display, and didn't like it. Now, if you want to take a camera on the Camino, With the camera, it's like with every other piece of gear. It's all about size, weight, usability, and quality of the output. So regarding all this, and in case you don't want to use your phone, best option would be an action cam. Don't know which one, because yeah, I'd prefer some older DJI, because yeah, GoPro, the older ones, quality is not that good, and the newer ones, especially 8 to 10, I've heard about some issues regarding camera freezing, overheating, shutdowns, and that's something for me on the Camino is a no-go. On the Camino, I have to trust my equipment 100%. Of course, there are people taking home their camera equipment with them, DSLR, several lenses, a drone, and make the most cinematic Camino movie ever. Do you want that? First of all, cinematic Camino movies. You find hundreds of them in the internet. And on the other hand, if you have to handle all this stuff, changing lenses, charging all this stuff, and gimbal adjustment, and all this clutter distracts you from walking the Camino. You want to walk the Camino and make a movie. You do not make a movie on the Camino. It's an important difference. And when it's about recording videos, especially on the Camino or when you're outdoor in general, there's one mantra: keep it simple. Now I had to change my camera. Now 99% of my videos I shoot with the Sony FDR X3000. It's a Sony's only action cam. I think it's built in 2016. Has never been upgraded, and it's the bare bone of cameras. Nothing in it. Doesn't have a display, so you cannot check your video. Only a small LCD display for menu. That's it. But what I love about it is simple. You know, in comparison to GoPro, you push a button, in 1 second it's ready to record. And opposite to the GoPro, it has a mechanical stabilizer in the lens. You know, GoPro, this electronical stabilization where the horizon is like nailed and you are bobbing in front of the picture. For me, my opinion, looks a little unnatural. This one, because the lens is stabilized, means it's quite stable, but the background is still a little moving, so the overall look is more pleasing, in my opinion. And due to the fact that there's not much in it, you're good for about 2 hours of video recording. That's perfect. Some GoPros, 30 minutes, you're done. Gotta change the batteries. But most important, I can rely on that little thing. Just take it out of your pocket, push the button, record, push the button, stop recording, and you know what comes out of it. Out of the box, you can use it without any color grading, without any audio tweaking. It's awesome. Now some might say, oh, but I have no display, I cannot see myself anymore. Yeah, it's not necessary, because the angle of view is so wide it's simply impossible to miss the shot. Now I am almost 90 degrees, very comfortable angle with my hand. It's perfect. Now when I stretch out my arm, it's like that. Don't need a display. For what? It only costs you energy. Now, as I bought this camera, it was a bundle with a... It's an action cam, it's waterproof. So in the rain you're good. You cannot go diving with it. So I bought it in a bundle with an underwater case. Oh, geese. With an underwater case. And there was also a monitor, so a display for your wrist. But I don't use it. I don't need it. And I paid about 280 euros. And now, prices through the roof. For the same bundle today, you pay about 600 euros new. And I don't know if it's available, if it's on stock. And yeah, but if you can buy one used, do it. Now my B-roll camera, or also emergency camera, will be the Osmo Pocket 1st gen. See, it's a small gimbal camera with a small display. Very nice for landscape filming. Also for vlogging, although the angle is not wide enough. And there is an extension rod that I also have, but that's too much clutter. I don't like it. But for B-roll, it's awesome. Now I still want to show you another camera that I originally bought for my for my last Camino. It is the famous Canon M50. 2 years ago was the YouTube video camera #1, and it's awesome. I gotta tell you, it's mirrorless, APS-C sensor. But I have a problem with that. Now when it's on a tripod, it's perfect. But the stabilization is quite shitty. You will have to have a very, very calm hand, or a gimbal. Who wants to carry a gimbal on the Camino? And yeah, it comes with a kit lens 15 to 35. It's too narrow for vlogging. And there's another zoom 11 to 22. It's perfect for vlogging, but the stabilization is even worse. So if you have a calm hand, it's awesome. I want to take it with me anyway, just to make some awesome pictures. We will see. A little side note, when you maybe want to go shopping for a new camera, don't focus too much on 4K. Who needs it? First of all, also people, when it's about YouTube videos, watch the videos on a smartphone or on a tablet. And even if you're watching on TV, Full HD 1080p is more than sufficient. You don't need 4K. And when you're on Camino, 4K pictures are huge. And you have to upload them. Keep that in mind. 1080p is enough. Now, tell me, what do you think about the video quality of this camera? Not of the quality of the content. It's not the camera's fault. I think it's decent. Out of the box. Very nice. What camera do you take on the Camino for recording awesome YouTube videos? Or you go with your smartphone? That being said, we will find out. So far, stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned. Buen camino.